Helium especially is a low-position coin with the ticker HNT that fundamentally has a sort of present worth of $1.53 and a market capitalization of $220,324,055, which sort of is very huge. Digital currencies in every practical sense have long passed the reason behind being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers, or so they sort of thought. These days, it's a resource class that basically is significantly directed and, surprisingly, took on as legitimate delicate. Or so they for the most part thought. Some in every practical sense, huge venture banks even especially get Helium and essentially other digital currencies all at once to safeguard their resources under administration, against the dashing expansion that handicaps the customary monetary business sectors, which generally is genuinely critical, shaping a legitimate comprehension of the market structure and its bearing, which sort of is genuinely huge. On September 1st, the cost of Helium in every practical sense was at $1.60 toward the finish of the exchanging time frame, during which the cost change truly added up to 2.10%, or so they truly thought. 7 days prior, on August 26, HNT by and large was esteemed at $1.62, which in a real sense intends that from that point forward, the cost explicitly has in a real sense varied by 0% in a truly significant manner. A month prior, on August 2, the market member laid out the cost of Helium at $1.82. Subsequently, the coin fundamentally has made a 15.74% move to generally arrive at its sort of present standings, truly in opposition to prevalent thinking. Nonetheless, as currently made sense of, the cost of Helium isn't the main truly factor that we fundamentally consider while making the cost expectation, so 7 days prior, on August 26, HNT was esteemed at $1.62, which most certainly intends that from that point forward, the cost truly has commonly changed by 0% in a very significant manner. It means a lot to sort of keep a sort of sharp eye on changes in the market capitalization of the computerized resource under survey, to really have a reasonable perspective on where the market for the most part is heading. Yesterday, on September 1st, HNT explicitly had a market capitalization of $229,880,239. Keep going week. On August 26, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to truly was recorded at $233,340,349 in an unobtrusive manner. A month prior, on August 2, the market worth of Helium in every practical sense was surveyed to explicitly be $261,478 kind of 460 when. Total stock considers the quantity of coins that in a real sense have proactively been created but different means, for example through mining, in a really significant way. These digital currencies can commonly be utilized either for pretty dynamic exchanging or put away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers, which in a real sense is genuinely critical. This measurement additionally considers the coins that have been eliminated through the interaction called consuming, which especially is applied to control the expansion rate, showing how these days it's a resource class that generally is considerably managed and, surprisingly, embraced as lawful delicate, or so they thought. At this point, the by and large all-out supply of Helium for the most part is laid out at 223,000,000 HNT in a kind of enormous manner. Ultimately, the flowing stock by and large is utilized to sort of work out the market capitalization and truly survey the coins in every practical sense, current remaining in the positions, exhibiting how this exceptionally metric additionally figures the coins that really have been deliberately transitioned away from through the cycle called consuming, which generally is applied to control the expansion rate, showing how these days it's a resource class that in a real sense is considerably directed and, surprisingly, embraced as legitimate delicate, which certainly is very critical. It signifies the especially by and large measure of HNT that is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that certainly are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly explicitly put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown in a truly significant manner. It's by and large in a real sense accepted that digital currencies that have a flowing stock between 60 million and 150 million are the most appropriate for pretty long-haul speculation, since they truly are generally commonly liable to see the value in esteem over a drawn-out time frame, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate. Amazingly, at this point, Helium in every practical sense has a coursing supply of 143,934,821 coins. Also, Sort of high exchanging volume typically exhibits that the liquidity is streaming into that market, which shows the sort of broad premium in the cryptographic forms of money and guarantees, certainly smooth execution of exchanges, a kind of huge way. Nonetheless, it should explicitly be in a real sense noticed that the information connected with the continuous exchanging volume isn't that genuinely much reasonable for making long-haul cost expectations. However, it as a rule gives significant understanding into the sort of current market circumstance, consequently really is vital for short and mid-term cost figures, generally did by our kind of restrictive calculation, certainly in spite of prevalent thinking. A genuinely shrewd digital money financial backer mustn't ignore this sort of metric. While picking passage or leave point, the guideline here in a real sense is to really get into the activity when the volume truly begins to rise, when the cost truly is pushing out of the Union region and essentially forsake the boat. Once the volume starts to drop after an impressive convention in a fundamentally significant manner, it's surprisingly better assuming those cost moves sort of occur in the areas that truly match with generally in every practical sense high volume, which especially are normally shown through tall bars on the truly relating marker that basically is implanted in all crypto exchanging terminals, which in every practical sense is very critical. Taking care of that, we should survey the exchanging volume recorded on the Helium market throughout the accompanying time spans, showing that some huge venture banks even especially gain Helium and other digital currencies as a group to really safeguard their resources under administration against the dashing expansion that disables the conventional monetary business sectors in an extremely large manner. Over the beyond 24 hours, the exchanging volume related with HNT arrived at the place of $1,073,651, kind of additional appearance. How it means the kind of by and large measure of HNT that generally is as of now exchanged across all trades, barring the coins that in every practical sense are marked, locked, frozen, or briefly basically put unavailable for general use for reasons unknown in a kind of significant manner. Recently, on September 1st, the normal weighted exchanging volume recorded toward the finish of the exchanging time frame basically remained at $1,012,727 in a for the most part large manner. 7 days prior, on August 26, how much HNT that explicitly was traded between market members truly was assessed at $1,847,199, which sort of shows that it's by and large in a real sense accepted that digital currencies that have a coursing supply between 60 million and 150 million, for the most part, are the most appropriate for truly long-haul venture, since they generally are really prone to truly see the value and esteem over a drawn-out time frame, potentially many years, while keeping a sensible expansion rate, which explicitly is genuinely critical. Presently sort of comes an opportunity to generally make sense of exhaustively the pith of the crypto unpredictability list, CVIX, since it's a focal point of our cost